Hello and welcome back to the Popcorn for Dinner podcast. I'm Bankole and I'm here to remind you that in space, no one can hear you scream. Today, we're going to be discussing the 8th episode of the 5th season of For All Mankind. And joining me, once again, she's returned. But please, no trauma dump monologues that signal your inevitable deaths. It's Angel. How
That
you doing?
actually broke my heart, Loki. I'm like, damn, somebody can't have emotion without dying.
No, you can't. You can't.
But I'm
The
doing
biggest
good.
death flag.
Literally, just like, why are you connecting right now? We don't know you. Never heard of you. Tear in his eye. I was listening to it with descriptive, and when I heard Ruiz looks over at Avery with a tear in his eye, I said, please.
We actually do know Ruiz, you know.
Well, not like that though.
Yeah, but we've met him.
Yeah. Like
Yeah,
he's not a very new character, but I'm just like, we have a relationship, baby. Like, I don't care about this tear.
I actually forgot at first, but I was like, this relationship feels too strong. So then I went back and I was like, oh yeah, he's the guy in the bar. Because I was like, I feel like I've seen you somewhere, but I couldn't remember. But he's the guy in the bar from the Avery episode. Anyway, before we get to all of that, welcome back, Angel.
Thank you.
How's your week off? How's your holiday? Holiday in quotes.
I literally already have back pain from being back, but it was so good.
You need the holiday from the holiday?
I need the holiday from the holiday, but I guess glad to be back or whatever the people are saying this week.
I mean, I said the holiday in quotes because I believe your holiday involved hiking. I don't, on a spiritual level, I don't believe the holiday should involve hiking. So
it's so unfortunate because I did not hike. But that is
very fortunate.
Just my type of time. Honestly, I don't know. I think I overestimated how much energy I thought we'd have the day after the marathon, because that's why I went for to go watch my friends run a marathon. And baby, we were all tired. Said, actually, let's walk around.
But you did run the marathon.
Run? No, what I did was run to stations. I ran to different kilometers to cheer them on.
Fair
And that in itself is actually work. Like, I think I did
about to be a dick, but fair enough. Yeah, that's actually work. I thought you were like at one spot.
No. 2 different friends. One did half, one did full. 2 did full.
Of the same marathon?
Same marathon, man. You had to do this. This is what we do.
The ones that did half and full, are they friends?
Yeah, they're friends. So I had one friend running the half marathon, so that one started earlier. And then I had 2 other friends running the full marathon. So it started like an hour and a half later.
The ones that do the full, do they look at the one and a half and like, what, twice as good as you or better than you?
No, they looked at the half and said, why the fuck am I not doing that? Who actually sends me to do this? Like, literally, they tell me that, when they reach the halfway point or getting close, they're like, I could be done by now. What am I doing here?
I feel like they should load it over the half marathon person and be like, what's better than you?
If it was easy, they would have.
Yeah. Well, if you guys go out and order food, you should order like a full chicken and then the half marathon orders half a chicken. I just feel like I'm better than you.
Honestly, to be fair, I mean, they've done it. They've gotten the medal. They are better. Like,
yeah.
Like, it's the fact.
I'm joking. I could never. I couldn't even do a quarter marathon. So,
my dear.
Yeah. So, much respect to anyone that is out there running for fun. Anyway, speaking about fun, we're going to talk about episode of For All Mankind. Before all of that, please, if you are watching on YouTube, please like and subscribe. But also, if you really like us, just like go to your podcast platform and just rate and review. If it's Spotify, if it's Apple, you don't have to listen there. You're ready to listen on YouTube, that's fine. Same, if you are listening on Spotify or Apple, just go to YouTube and like the video. Like, it really just helps us. Like, it helps us do this. It helps us make it worth it to do it going forward. I was about to trauma dump there, but let's move on.
Oh, damn. I was like, it's sounding dark. Help us make it worth it to do it. Like, very Wikipedia.
We're in a dark period of For All Mankind, aren't we?
Yes.
Before we get into episode 8, you weren't here last week. Do you want to just give a quick... we had Pete and Ebube on last week, and yeah, we had a lot to say about the episode, but do you want to give a quick, I guess, your own quick dump, your own thoughts of the episode?
This will be very fresh because I actually haven't listened to you guys' recordings. I have no idea what your takes are. But for me, I was like, yes, space shit. Some more space shit. and more space shit. Like, I look at my notes on the episode. I'm like, finally, Kelly showing some Baldwin energy. Like, yes, girl, throwing that wrong code. I think her pretending, her not just telling him that she was the one who changed the code was killing me because I'm like, babe, he's literally spiraling. Like, it's too late. You
Yeah, we're
can't.
going to talk about that.
He actually
Yeah.
can't change it back. Just tell him. But I was so proud of her. Like, I mean, I felt something. I felt something there. And then also Alida, like, she's just a realist, babe, in any room. When she was like, I'm not your friend. And before you ask, I'm not your friend, but I'm also not your enemy. Like, it's actually okay. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and when she was like, yeah, I'm going home. Like, bro, I have kids. I don't have time for this. Like, if we're not going to Titan, maybe ain't no reason for me to be here. I come to do Mars. I'm not Marsy. This isn't
I'm not
for
Marzi.
me. But yeah, I think it was a really good episode. It really made me excited getting to episode 8. In fact, I started watching the episode. I was like, "Whoa, this is tea. Let me come back to this when I have serious time." But also something I don't know if you guys talked about this, is like, what did Lily say when after the explosion?
When?
Like, after, like, they finished doing the flash mob, which is another thing that killed me, and everything went haywire and boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
And because I was listening to descriptive, I guess that's why they're like, oh, Lily looks up at Alex and whispers something while sitting next to Girl's body.
No, I think
And
she was
I
probably
think
just
she just,
grieving. It wasn't anything.
I think she just made mouth sounds. I was like, did she actually say something? Let me ask.
Yeah, she was
But
just sad. Yeah, there was
yeah, but
nothing
that's
there.
another thing that killed me. I'm so sorry. Instead of you know, birthday fun, you're getting birthday flash mob.
Hey, look, it's 2012.
Yeah. And they're on Mars. I'm sure like that was definitely probably really thoughtful. And I feel like that thought clicked in. It was actually killing me. And then until Lee joined, and I'm like, adorable.
We had, I'm not going to spoil it, but we had, Pete and I especially, had a journey with that flash mob, which we kind of like discussed on the podcast. I won't spoil it for you to listen to.
Yeah.
We had a whole journey about it. I'm surprised you haven't said anything about Dev.
Oh, I
Because
mean, I guess, yes. I mean, to be fair, I think going into this episode, we already knew he was locked off. Like, he's on that Trump Tower, like, fuck all y'all,
Trump
I'm going
Tower.
to Mars. Sorry, I'm going to wherever they're going to next. Like, you guys
Yeah.
can die here. So it didn't really surprise me that antics he's involved with led to such nonsense. I know he's probably feeling like he's probably ripping himself apart, like, and be like, but this is the path when you choose to be the dictator. This is what's called dictatorship. I know you're new to this, but hold steadfast.
Yeah, I mean, again, not to rehash what we discussed last week, it's just like, let me speak for myself, or it's just like, it was a lot. Like, again,
Yeah.
I'd said that, like, if
As a
Deb is
black
going
man,
this road, not even that, yeah, but like, just as a character that we like, but we're like, look, I said it 2-3 weeks ago, right? If Deb is the villain, they should double down and make him the villain, let him do something that's actually quite bad. And so, from a story point of view, like, I like it. It's just like, I was like, I just can't believe that this is really, really bad.
Yeah.
But we're going to talk more about it as this episode goes on. You mentioned Kelly, where I agree with you. I think I even titled last week's episode like "Stunting Like My Daddy" because it's just like,
Period.
this is
That
so
was
much.
some Baldwin shit.
She's never been more of her
Yes.
father's daughter.
Literally.
Okay, let's go into this episode.
Ba-bam.
It is titled "Brave New World," which is
Man, the world
again
not
another.
brave.
Sorry,
I said the world not brave.
is it not? And it is written by Nina Braddock and Kate Burns, and it is directed once again by Dan Liu. I want to work up to the big things of the episode. I want to kind of start with the more like lower stakes storyline. So let's start with like Alex and Lily. Since we're just talking about last week's birthday celebration.
Yes.
Alex joins Boyd's new Happy Valley Corps, primarily as a medic, but he's still going to need to do quote unquote the weapons training stuff.
Yeah.
And Lily is wallowing in her understandable guilt over Gulsora's death. And after some very light, low-level relationship dramas, Lily decides that she wants to use art to change the hearts and minds. Yeah, well, I mean, this feels more like half of a storyline, right? I feel like it's going to continue next week. Like, this just kind of abruptly ends this episode. So there isn't much to say. I should say I should really apologize to Lily because on last week's episode, I was kind of really feeling for Alex. Yeah, I was just like, again, like he would feel like everybody has come out for his birthday and they've died, and like he's the one who released the information, and that's what started this whole thing. So
Yeah,
like
that
all
was
this
really
guilt.
hard. Yeah.
Yeah, I actually did not. I forgot to include that Lily will be having this kind of
Like she
similar
set this
guilt as
up
well.
too. Yeah, like she just wanted to do
Yeah,
something cute for her boyfriend, and now one of her friends is dead.
that's why I shouldn't do cute things in relationships.
I don't think that's
Sorry, who said that?
the takeaway, but it's all right.
That's
Maybe
takeaway.
not if you live on Mars. Sure.
I think everyone should live wherever they want to live. No, so like it looks like she wants to do a documentary. I mean, it looks like she wants to do a documentary to
I'm
show
so
the real
sorry.
people on Mars.
Ding, 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 ding. Taking me. At first, when I was watching before, they did the whole. That was amazing. I was like, what are
Was
we
it
watching
working for
here?
you? Was
No,
it bad?
I was like, what is this?
Oh no.
I was like, it gave me very pandemic video like energy, like just guys, just thought we sing a song around the world so that we can
Well,
all feel
Gal Gadot
together.
and her friends.
I didn't mention no names now, but yes, it's
Stop.
very much giving that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, she wants to do a documentary. I'm like, okay, let's see where that storyline goes. Hopefully it's not just that we're doing a documentary. I mean, I've also
Exactly.
I am the first person to always be in the line of art can change minds. So,
I truly
but
believe
also
that.
there have been a
I am a
thousand
patron.
documentaries about there've been a thousand documentaries about the war in Gaza. And
Yeah,
what
girl.
has that changed? So anyway,
If not
let's
that they
see.
keep banning the directors from art shows, from award
Exactly.
shows, like
But let's just see where that storyline goes. Should we go
happy
to
that they're
Titan?
okay. Yeah, let's go to Titan. Beautiful, beautiful entry into Titan. Wow. Yeah.
As you mentioned earlier, Walt is spiraling, and then Kelly is about to confess to him that what she did, but then he hits her with the Uno reverse and makes her the mission commander.
Which
However, the
took me out.
yeah, however, the turntables turn on him
No, she
when
said, I'm the commander. You're gonna have to fix up. Can't be spiraling here doing, but like I'm so close to the code, like I can almost see the mistake. Baby, the mistake is not for you to see. Okay? We here now. You can't fix it. But I get where he's coming from in terms of like, wow, as the commander, like he put this in himself. Like if something
Mhm.
had really gone wrong, this would be his fault. So obviously he wanted to make sure that didn't happen. And Kelly, like I actually don't know why she's still holding on to this information. Like at this point, just tell him, you guys are you're earning Titan. There's nothing you can do. Everybody on the ship has said you guys have to go.
But she could be punished. She would be
Yeah.
punished.
Yes, now, but by who? Well, Walt? Is it Walt? Yeah, maybe they might shun her and be like, guys, like that wasn't very nice, Kelly. But the way they all got on board really quickly doesn't really tell me that they
Yeah, but I think because they are astronauts, which is kind
yeah,
of a military setup.
which is fair, but
So I do think there could be. I mean, obviously, maybe Walt could be like whatever, but like if he wanted to go by letter of the law, I think there's some serious. I was thinking about it today actually
he
when I was
could
watching the trailer. I was like,
actually,
yeah,
that's true.
I was like, there
But
could be
like
court martials and stuff. I don't know
their base
what
is
the extent
under attack right now. Not gonna attack, they're
yeah
like literally held hostage,
is.
number one. Number two, nobody actually gives a damn. Like everybody wanted them to get to Titan. Like so I
Yeah,
think the end justifies the means for everybody. Just like, thank God, no, we thought we were gonna
but
burn up
if
like the
they
Russians.
died, if
That's
somebody
when
died, so
but they
like
won't
you
know.
can't.
If somebody died, then we would know that it was Kelly. All of them would have
True.
died.
True. But I guess it's weird because I was like,
Was a
me too.
calculated risk.
Going into this episode, I was like, oh, okay, we're done with that. We'll just move on. But then actually, I like that the show follows this thread. And it's like, so like,
We didn't just
there is,
drop it. Yeah.
yeah. So there might be consequences for Kelly, which would be interesting. That the first time she does an Ed Baldwin like thing, she like gets the consequence. But
Wouldn't that track for women?
yeah.
For men, it would be cowboy shit. For Kelly, it's like, it is too emotional.
I
Like, you so
I am not going to answer that question because I agree with you wholeheartedly. So yeah, I'm not. I don't feel like my input is needed in this particular
Yeah,
conversation.
sometimes all you need to say is
Yeah.
facts. No cap.
Yes. Um. So yeah, I'm intrigued to kind of see where that storyline ends, and
Yeah,
not the
now
general
there's some
storyline, but just that
there's
particular
some
kind
meat
of
there's some meat to it now. Like there's something to give a damn about,
yeah,
I think.
yeah.
So very, very cool.
So yeah. But yeah, they are trying to do some possibly risky maneuvers to get to the Seeker. We'll kind of hopefully, I'm sure we'll see more of that next episode, episode 9. Okay, let's go to Mars.
Avery.
Hold on to Avery for now. Something that we discussed last week again was kind of like the evolving nature of Irina. which
Oh
we had discussed in
yeah.
episode 7 and came up again last week with especially Pete's not really sure where to place her. And I'd always kind of obviously had this idea that I didn't think she was going to become a hero, but I think, or rather, lead protagonist, but I felt like she was going to find a way to be on the same side as the Mars people, right? Like
Yeah.
to her own benefit, which is what happened here. Irina and Lenya tell Miles that Kozenko is on his way out, and if the
You can't
sons and daughters
just.
of Mars can hold on for a few more weeks, then they'll have a USSR government that is more amenable to Mars's demands. So I want to pause there and go to OPEF because what she also tells them or tells Miles is that OPEF is sending um, a
Secret police.
force, a task, yes, to come and take over the Kuznetsov station. I I thought it was slightly hilarious, but also slightly just really potent how they like were framing Avery's relationship to Mars this episode. Like, especially when she's like in the gym and it's like
Yeah.
unlike the shark in Jaws or like even a horror monster that you couldn't see.
Please.
This one was different. Where it was like you knew exactly where it was, but
Yeah.
she couldn't do anything to stop her going. Like it was like she
Yeah.
could see the monster, but she was still heading
Yeah.
towards it.
And that's why she put that treadmill on 9. I said, that's a little crazy, baby.
Yeah, I just thought it was like, just like she's unwilling to. She doesn't want to head straight to this monster, but she has no choice. And like, this is
No,
the
literally,
monster that has
she's like,
been.
what am I doing here? Y'all were sending me to the moon. Like, I don't, where
Yes,
am I? I never have I once indicated I wanted to be on Mars. Even in Musef, it
like
gets us
this
to be
is.
Mars.
Yeah, it's like this is the thing that has at least Moon. My grandparents are heroes there.
Mm-hmm.
Mars, like this is the thing that has been ruling my nightmares for
Mm-hmm.
years, and now I'm going there, and I just thought it was. It's so funny. I started laughing like the third or fourth time they were doing it because it was just kind of funny to me. But at the same
No,
time, it was like
that pan
kind of
out
strong.
of her. When I say it killed, I watched it like at least 3 times because her face was just so distraught. She was like,
Yeah, it was, and then just like the mouse was just there, that red dot just heading towards it. Uh, and then she has this kind of heart to heart with Ruiz.
my
Just
daddy
when I
was
was like,
drunk.
yeah, I was like, this relationship is too strong. I had to go back. I'm
No,
like, yeah, he's the guy
literally,
in the bar.
my daddy was drunk. No,
Okay, continue.
I too had things I had to work through, so I get it. But this is where you have to prove them wrong. You gotta be
Um,
better. When I say I was DYING, died. I said, yeah, so we're gonna compare this drunkenness to the mental health issues that led him to commit suicide on the moon.
well, I mean, yeah, well,
No, I can see the parallels he's making, but I was like, be so for real.
yeah,
Your daddy being a drunk didn't have anything, didn't inhibit you from entering the army in any way or get it where it needs to go.
okay, no, I
Everybody's
think
like, this one, do we want to put her, based on,
based on her family history, no,
nah,
but I think what he meant was that if alcoholism is a
yeah,
mental
yeah,
disorder,
and
an addiction that we
yeah,
all agree, and like if something that is transferable, then it's like
yes.
that could be in me too,
Mm-hmm.
and I could that lead me to do the things like my father did, like beat my own
Yeah,
children and things like that. So it's like
yeah.
so obviously it's not on the same scale as
No, he was definitely trying to be encouraging in the sense that
yeah
we are not our parents. Yes, we might have parts of them in us, but like exactly what he said, this is where we choose to do. This is where
yeah.
we do different. We
I
be
think
different.
every says like if that shit's in me, I don't want to let the team down, and
Yeah.
w- we discussed this when she
And he literally
first.
said, "Now is when you're bringing this up."
Yeah, but she was like, I thought I could handle it. Which again, I thought I really like, and we discussed this when Avery first came on episode 4. I really like the choice to go with vulnerable Avery as opposed to quote unquote hard as
Hard
nails Avery.
headed, like chip on her shoulder, like
Yes,
yeah.
I have I have liked that this is not a character that like she has a real relationship
Mm-hmm.
with Hesco. She has like a real friendship there. She's
Yes.
able to connect with him and ask him about Gosora's death.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
She's able to connect and be vulnerable with her sergeant in Ruiz. Like I prefer that to a character that is like hiding everything in and being
Yeah.
tough as nails. And so
And I'm so
I
glad
really
they set that up really well, even in her intro episode. Just like I think that's one thing that stood out to me as well, is just how happy everyone was for her when she actually did get
Mm-hmm.
through. Like, despite them being like, well, this one's a little cuckoo and whatnot, like, they're still rooting for her because, I mean, without her showing them that vulnerability and that stuff, like, there's just no way they would have been that excited for her. And like seeing that play through into this episode is just like, it's a constant of her just being like, I'm scared. Like, I just don't, I literally just don't, I want to do this, but I don't want to be another Stevens in the line of
Mm-hmm.
fucking up,
Yeah.
So,
And I think, yeah, because I think her being vulnerable again is like, it makes it easier to connect with that character because like
yeah,
we get it. Like who doesn't, obviously not everybody has like a grandfather and grandmother who died on in the moon and a father who committed suicide on Mars, but like everyone either doesn't want to live up to their parents because their parents have a bad history, or
yeah,
they don't want to live up to their parents because they want to create their own path. Like everybody kind of can find a way to connect to that feeling that
yeah,
Avery is area.
exactly.
Nobody wants to be exactly their parents. Like
Yeah,
we want to be our own person. So I think her being upfront with that is just a lot easier to kind of connect with, and I really like it. And even little things like Ruiz calling her Tabasco or AJ shows
yeah.
like there's a
There's
friendship there, right?
kinship there. Yeah.
Yeah, and there's a little things that I really did kind of I do like. Obviously, we discussed in episode 4 that when she first came on, we're like, oh, I hope you're not
There
going
goes
down
the
that path. But then
typecast.
they
Yeah.
were able to do, yeah. So I kind of I really do like what they've done with Avery this season. Um, Over on Mars, the Mars High Council decided they want to bomb the docking station.
Shout out to Lee being the radical suggesting that idea. Like,
Yeah,
what we used to do back in, when he said that, I actually cackled. He said back in the day, so let's
yeah,
stop the enemies from,
fucking
even
North Korea. Yeah.
you take away their ports of landing, you know, and
If OPEF can't land, then they can't take Kuznetsov. Um,
they'll be
this
floating.
this, however, involves transporting volatile TNT, which
Yeah.
on the best of days is already like almost a suicide mission. But
Yeah.
then
In
now
space.
they're gonna be
Eesh.
flying in a turbulent dust storm. Boyd and Lenya volunteer for the mission.
I was so impressed with Polivanov for doing
Okay.
that in the sense of I was like, what's your motivation here? Securing your future or just trying to match his wife in terms of audacity in like, match her gesture. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Well,
Like,
it's the first one mostly, right? It's like
yeah,
if we can stop them from taking Mars, then we can get that
we can
government that is
push.
more amenable. And he, like he said, this is not a selfless gesture. Like I need a new government for me to see my family, for me to like.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
Yeah.
I will go to prison and probably die
Literally.
in prison. Like so, everything here is, which is why I think Miles is able to trust him because it's like, yeah, this guy needs it
He
as
actually has
much, maybe
stakes in this,
even more
like,
than us.
yeah. His family's life is at stake.
Yeah. So and let's talk about Boyd.
Yes,
The
buddy.
this might be my bias because I like this character, but in previous seasons, like the show might feel like they need to justify why this character is here.
Like
So
titular. Yeah.
yeah, so every time they try to make it a big thing about this character, but like in the last few episodes, especially, they've kind of let this character just fade into the background, right? Which then
Like
makes
she's
us
a
feel
part of what's going on, but she's not leading what's going on,
exactly, yeah. So
Yeah.
she's just falling into the wallpaper. She's now she just feels like a character as opposed to a quote unquote new character.
Yeah. You're so right. I would say that's one thing about Boyd versus Miles. I feel like in his coming in season, it just felt too new. Like, why are you trying to
Hmm.
throw this man at our face? Versus Boyd now, like, she feels like she's been here for some
Yeah,
time, even though we just met her.
yeah. I was thinking about Miles, especially when I was thinking about that comparison, because yeah, you're right. Last season they tried to make everything with Miles feel like this is why this character is here and this is why the character, like obviously now Miles, at least I can see that Miles feels like a member
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
the character, the cast, right? But when you compare last season, there's like, oh, this is why this character is here and everything. But for boys, just like, which again explains why the whole betrayal thing happens in like, what was that, 6, 5, episode 6?
Yeah.
Like, so after then, they just let her fade into the background and just kind of be one of the characters. She's part of the ensemble. She's
Yeah,
not like
exactly.
the person that were like, oh, what's the point of this
Exactly.
story?
And I think that's really what makes solidifies like the natural seamlessness that she's been able to work into the show. Like it just allowed her to just be more natural. Like now, even just listening to her talk, like when they're talking about what to do and whatnot, just like seeing how impactful her words
Mhm.
are and like how much they revere her is it's not just from anywhere. It's not random. Like
Yeah.
yeah, it makes
Yeah.
sense. So
Even her speech to the Happy Valley Corps, I was like, I like this.
like you
I was
literally
like,
just got here, babe. But yes, I too am a
yes.
Mazi. Thank you very much. Yeah.
And yeah, just the, like there's some things just feel very nice. Like the way she just says like those other guys have families I don't. Like she's just very natural. It's just kind of throws you off.
Like
Throws you away
she's
rather
actually
the
a
line
good
readings.
person. Like when we started this like season, we didn't know if her goodness was going to be yes, they've relegated you to this place, so you're just trying to prove that you're trying to win big, but
Mm-hmm.
it's actually just driven by she's just following the vibe and doing whatever her gut tells her to do at whatever
What she
time
thinks
because
is right. Yeah.
literally because that's why it was so easy for her to just delete secret police life and choose to just be one with the people because she's like actually that's that's not my vibe. No Lord, if my partner can do this to me, what am I doing here?
Yeah. Yeah. And she just she's following her moral compass, and her moral compass
Exactly.
at least right now is pointing in the right direction. Which is good. Okay, so we had space shit last week.
So much spaceship.
Um, I mentioned last week episode that like we've been asking for space shit since the preview episode, but like by the time it even came last week, I was kind of already happy with where we were in the show.
Yeah, actually, I
Like
didn't need the spaceship, but thank
I
you.
didn't. I didn't need it, but I think Comics is obviously good storytelling because like they had made me comfortable with everything up to that point, and then
Mm-hmm.
the spaceship comes and amplifies everything. We have more spaceship this episode.
Yeah, we do. Scary spaceship.
Um, am I allowed to put shit as the episode title?
I think so. I think it should be spaceship.
I was going to do that last week, but I wasn't sure. Maybe I'll do
Maybe
but like
SH star T.
30 on Spotify.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll do that.
Yeah.
Not space stuff.
No.
That feels too PG.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Might as well be Teletubbies.
Oh wow. Jeez. Okay. I'm sorry. I guess I'm censoring it then. Um. So it starts with the storm flight, which I was very apprehensive about.
I was holding my breath.
Like last week, I mentioned like the Kelly thing. I never thought they were going to die because it's just like
Yeah, they weren't.
it
There's no
still
way.
made it fun and
Yeah.
exciting, but like she's going to survive. But here, I think I have watched this show enough to know that it's very, especially what I've just said about like Boyd being in the background. Like it's very possible for Boyd and Lenya to die here.
Literally.
Like these are
They
shows that,
actually they don't there's no fear in taking out big characters or
yeah.
little characters. They don't give it up. So
And like they are big characters in the sense that like, they just came this season. If they died, it will make sense, but it
there'll
will
be an
not
impact.
necessarily
Yeah.
be Kelly or Aleda or whatever, right? So I was like, I am not 100% sure that they're not going to die in this
No,
flight.
because literally I was like, this is a suicide mission for you. Like I'm just like for Polyphenob, I'm like, actually like you're doing this. Why don't you send somebody so that when it's secured you are actually here to lead the new
Well,
government? What if you die?
same thing. It's something Miles said to Boyd. It's like, we need you down here, which is like, if anyone's going to do it, it should be me, which is, again,
Yeah.
just an easy way for us to like characters. Like,
Literally, like
these are easy shortcuts. Like, it's like,
give me a martyr.
So so they are flying, they're doing some crazy shit, they're restarting their engines in the middle of the storm. Which again is references back to episode 2, where like Ed and Polivanov are having that kind of conversation. We hear like that Lenya was like a very, very good cosmonaut back in his day. He did
Yeah.
something. So like it makes sense that he's good here. So I'm watching, I'm like, okay, wow, okay, they're making it through, but I'm still quite tense.
Yeah.
Even when they make it through that beautiful shot when they leave the dust storm, like that whole shot was just beautiful.
I know, that's
Even
not
when
why
they,
you said I should watch on the biggest screen I can find.
yeah,
Yeah.
that and the end. It's just like, this
Yes.
is like,
Oh,
it's
God.
space stuff, right? Yeah. Or rather space shit. So I'm quite tense. And then just as I'm relaxing, they do this beautiful thing with the sound mixing where it mixes the hopeful, like science For Mankind score
Yeah.
to the Dread score, like it mixes in. Just as I'm
And
relaxing,
she just sets up your body for just fear.
I forgot. I
Yeah.
forgot that OPEF was coming
Me too.
because I was so focused on the
No,
dust
because
storm.
literally, I'm also like, why are they here already? Like, I thought we had time to do this. Of course, they would be here.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, I forgot that they were sending these guys. So immediately, just as I'm relaxing, I have to clench my asshole again. I'm like, fuck, this is like,
You're
I
like,
was like,
somebody's gonna die.
I'm like, this is not a good idea.
Yeah.
I was like, so yeah. So if you're listening to the podcast, you know what happens. Blah, 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 blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah. The
Boom.
explosion happens. Ruiz
Again,
basically
shout out to Boyd for being who she is, true to the core, and warning them. Though that one can't do anything, but at least she said something.
The lady is like, can we go? Like,
you know, literally like, all right. I hope your conscience is clear now, but let's get the fuck out of here.
Ruiz essentially saves Boyd's life, but he also dies in the process.
Huh.
I think we're assuming that Haskell and the fourth person made it out, right?
We're assuming for now, yes.
Yeah, I don't think they'll kill Haskell off like that. I think he needs to go back
we
and
need him
to meet Alex and Lily.
I mean, they just made lightly racist overtures towards him. Just then, they can't just kill him now. Like in the same episode.
Racist?
Well, not racist,
the Mazi,
but yeah, the Mazi thing. Yeah, literally, like,
yeah, fair.
Remember who you're fighting for, bitch. If you don't get out of here.
Okay, I'm gonna ask the question.
Yeah, that was sad.
Actually, before I ask the question, do you have anything you want to say about the explosion, all of that stuff, the death of Ruiz?
Again, I was listening to this descriptive as well as I was watching, because honestly, descriptive really helps with the Russian parts, because sometimes I'm like,
how does descriptive work? Tell me.
So when they're speaking Russian, it actually translates it to English for you. And then when they're not, it'll tell you like, oh, Kenny looks up at Alex. You hear what they're saying. It describes like the gestures and things they're doing like while they're speaking instead of what they're actually saying when it's in English. And then when
do you not find it distracting?
It can be sometimes, but with somebody who has ADHD, like multiple sounds and things, just it doesn't really bother me. Like might as well be background noise. In fact, it helps me lock in a bit more. So I was listening descriptive, doing this, right? And something they had said was Avery turns over Ruiz's body and it looks like, you see him, there's been a glass through the head, but they actually specifically said looks like a bullet hole through his head. And I'm just like, okay, maybe this is some descriptive just hoopla, just describing it like this, because ain't no way somebody actually shot him.
No, it's not a bullet hole, yeah.
Exactly, I was like, it's not an actual bullet hole. But my thing is like, that silent scream, when she was like, no, because it was silent, right? So I have to look at the
audio
screen
listeners,
again.
Angel just screamed silently.
It was silent, so I was just like, and it was the script that told me, oh, Avery sees Ruiz's body. So I turned to see her go. I say, actually had to go back and actually lock in a bit to see what happened again. I was like, that was some sad shit. Like you said, in space, no one can hear you scream.
No one can hear you scream.
Sad.
Okay, I'm gonna ask the question. I don't know if the show wants us to ask this question, but I think it does. So I'll ask it. I might be wrong. We'll see. Is there a difference between what they did this week and what Dev did last week?
No. Let me tell you why. Actually, yes, but also no. No, in the sense that it wasn't, what he did wasn't intentional. What they did, they weren't intending to, hurt anybody either. They didn't expect anybody to do the same thing like Dev. Now, the reason Dev was doing what he was doing was so that people will give up on their fights and they can take over what they're taking over. The reason they are doing what they are doing is so that they can hold on a little bit longer and actually gain something from all the suffering that they've done. So their motivations are very different, but I think in terms of the outcome, yeah, it's pretty much the same.
Are their motivations different?
Their motivations are, technically you could say they're the same thing, but they are different. Like these guys they don't want the police to come in and take over and
but it's
shut
because
down
we
their
side
strike.
with them.
Yes,
like both sides think they're correct.
Yeah, but we know Dev is wrong because his side is fighting for the shit the people don't want. Like,
true.
And if that wasn't the case, it wouldn't have been a hidden agenda to begin with. They would have been rolling out this plan from the beginning, say, guys, 5 years of life left on Mars. Use it wisely. Use it wisely. Instead of doing and now everybody's doing hoopla. If he was truly right in his heart of hearts, and he was right, he wouldn't have been disappointed that God, look at Alex, God, guys, no, he knows it's not right. So
Okay,
yeah. And
so
honestly, sorry, something I'll add is like,
no, go
honestly,
ahead.
listening to, like, in the last episode when they're talking about the strike, and I think when Miles was talking about it, and like Alex is like, yeah, when I was talking to Miles about it, it's like, yeah, for the first few months it was nice, people had energy, but now rations are short, so we're losing things. People are tired, they're angry, they don't even know, like, they don't even know if this is worth it anymore. It's like, yeah, they've got to that point of the resistance that's like, yeah, it's really testing your resolve. But I'm so glad that Miles actually stood 10 toes down and it's like, yeah, this is why exactly we cannot stop now. Like, we've already come this far.
Mhm.
Going back now to just say, what's okay, yeah, start sending us home. What are we gonna do here?
No, yeah. I'm thinking about this. What's episode the first time? Just thinking, like, we were very critical of Dev. I think rightfully
Yes,
so last
yes,
week after everything, because I still can't believe what he did. That, like, come on, you should, like,
yeah,
even if you know nobody's there. First of all, even if no one is there, it's already bad enough. Like, you're starving these people, but at the same time, it's like there's a chance that somebody can be there. But so we're very critical of him. I'm just wondering if we should be as critical, but no, because I guess they didn't know. I don't know.
yes.
It's a weird because neither
The thing is,
party
they
knew that somebody was going to be
knew,
there.
yeah, they didn't know, they knew they were coming, but they didn't know they were going to make it there by the time. Like, obviously, I don't think they would have planned to blow it up with them on there. Like,
No, yeah, yeah.
at
They
that
tried
point,
to
they would have
stop it if they
just,
could. Yeah.
exactly, at that point, they would have just tried to stop it. And I feel like same thing with Dev. If he had known that, like, if they had known, obviously, that the kids were planning a flash mob and we're going to come in and do whatever they're doing at this time, I'm sure they wouldn't have gone that route. But also, I actually can't say I'm sure because, yes, now after the
No,
fact,
I don't think they
I'm
would
just
have.
saying, I'm just putting it out there. Like, now, after the fact, yes, he's sad, he's upset, but at the end of the, like, when we left him before, he was very ready to kill them all, kill
Not
them all.
kill. I don't
Not
not
kill, but
kill.
I
Not
think
kill.
kill. He just got beat up. He was ready for them to die. Okay,
I
he was ready
I
for them
don't
to
know.
die.
I don't know. He seemed very, very upset that we're having a riot again after what happened
Yeah,
in '03.
yeah,
I don't.
understandable.
I think it's unfair to say he would have killed anybody. I don't think
Not
he would have.
killed, but yeah, not killed, but sometimes like when things happen, anger is fresh. You just,
Yeah.
you
Dev
just
wasn't
do
in this
and
episode, which I
regrets.
found very interesting. Like, he wasn't in this
What do you
episode.
think he was doing this episode?
Yeah, I don't look. We'll
Hiding in
find
his bunker, ruminating on that one girl who died.
fucking
And
Palmer working with.
of course, she's gonna be a documentary filmmaker. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'll change his mind.
And
Um,
it was so touching when Hershko was like, when he said, "Oh, this girl Goal," and then he said her full name, which I can't remember right now. And I was like, "Yeah, you can tell there's respect
Go
and care here."
Sora,
Yeah,
kill mom.
yeah.
I can't remember.
I
Yeah,
couldn't tell you, but I was like, "Okay, yeah, be a real person. Show
yeah.
some authenticity. Like that was your friend."
Um,
Sachin.
this is irrespective of what we're saying, irrespective of discussions we're having about similar to Dev's thing. This is terrible for the sons and
Yes.
daughters of Mars because OPEF and the M6 are going to use this. They're going to spin this.
I say they are terrorists.
Yes, like
Terrorists.
I do not know where they go. Like it's not good. It's not good. Like,
But the thing is also, like, how many people are actually aware they were making that flight?
what do you mean? Which
Like,
flights?
to go and drop off the TNT.
The council, the people that we saw.
Exactly. So just the council, are the council really gonna be like, yeah, this was us? Or was
Well,
this
who else would it be?
was this some random explosion that happened? We don't know. Like they said, it's on the other side where there's no
No, Bob
lights.
Ruiz. First of all, no, because what's her name? Avery saw the bomb.
That's true. They have a witness. I forgot about her. That's
Yeah,
true.
and
That's true.
Ruiz radioed in that there was a bomb, and also
Yeah, but like, who put the bomb there? Like,
no, but also Boyd radios in
Oh yeah,
if
that, hey guys, there's a
anyone.
bomb. Please get off. Yeah, but the thing
Yeah,
is, like, everybody would have heard that. That's true. They could have that. They could
they
have
could
that.
have
You're
that. They
right.
could have a
You
recording of
could.
that.
Yeah, that's you right. They
So
could have that
they're
recorded.
they're
You're right. You're
fucked.
right. You're right. You're right.
S- SDM is fucked. They're in
You would
trouble.
be
Yeah,
right. You would be right.
it's not. It's not great. It's not great. I am.
No,
I was
it's
genuine.
actually
My
not
first.
looking good. Wow. Yeah, they're actually going to label them
Yeah,
terrorists immediately.
yeah. This is the type of thing that can derail an entire movement.
No,
And
literally, because they'll be like, what was so deep that but the thing is, like, on the other side, we're still dealing with a, to be fair, they don't know the one on Mars, like in the base, was actually caused by something. They still think it was some random, the glass just cracked by its own volition.
I don't think they know about it. I think it's like an in-Mars thing.
Yeah, it's oh, that's true. Outside of Mars, they don't know that this has probably happened. Well, I think they must, because Herschel knows. But do you think that's only because he's going to Mars? Or
no, okay, you're right.
People?
No.
Yeah.
He knows. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. But in the news, they're painting Gosera as like a
hero,
whatever, a radical or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. So not even a hero yet. They're literally painting her already as a terrorist. So
yeah, so they'll spin it. They definitely know it was like a dev thing. They probably think maybe either it was like an accident or something that the radicals were trying to do, and then it backfired. So,
which is really tough nuts. So tough nuts. Like tough nuts.
I have a few final things to discuss before we wrap up. But yeah, that was just kind of my main thing. Was just like, oh, this is bad for the cause. This is really bad for the cause.
I didn't even think that at all, but you're so right. Like when it finished, all I just thought was, Avery.
I mean, it's sad. It's sad on its own, but at the same time, and then poor Avery, man. It's just
like she
trauma
hasn't even
upon trauma.
She hasn't even stepped.
She's got to Mars yet. She hasn't got to Mars yet.
She already came in pre-traumatized. Now she has experienced something actually traumatic. Pray for the girl and her heart. She needs it.
Yeah.
The only person who cried with her now dead.
Oh, Hesco. She'll bond with Hesco.
And they already bond, Nisha. Maybe not to
I think they have good chemistry, so that's nice.
I think they have good chemistry too. Yeah. I think that scene where he really told her his name, I was like, we love you.
Yeah. Okay, so final questions and then we'll wrap up. Has Aleida always been this sassy, or did she get sassier with age?
She's always been this sassy, but I think, something about being an older woman, as I think a lot of the older people I know say to me, is like, you just give so many less of fucks. Like, you're going to take it like that. It's like, you're going to take it like that. Before you know, she was fighting for her rights, a young girl in the industry. Now, not only is she older, she's also the CEO. There's actually quite literally nothing you're telling the babe. She's got to speak dead ass. Like, who's going to beat it?
Yeah, when she was telling Miles why the plan is bad.
No, literally. I was like, What?
She sees Irina kind of like willing Lenya to make it, and then she has a look. We'll find out more about that, I guess.
I mean, I don't think she's ever going to trust Irina. No matter what her motivations may be. Like, yes, she might be on their side right now because it actually benefits Irina personally, but knowing the type of person she is, she knows the moment this stops benefiting her, she's throwing you to the wolves. I'm actually surprised that a leader is actually not even more on a vindictive track with Irina. Like, as she's Helios and Irina represents Kurgan, I'm actually quite surprised. Not surprised, but I'm just like, I don't know, because the personality out of poisoned her. Yes,
Jesus
I guess that's
Christ.
the case. I'm trying to be different, guys.
Irina lands, and then the next day there's a riot.
Hostage,
a hostage. 6 months she's in prison. Like, there's just bigger things to fry. Bigger fish to fry. Okay. So the final thing is the inevitable Miles Palmer reveal. We know it's inevitable, and the longer the show takes, the more...
Bro, the worse it's going to be. I can't believe we made it to episode 8 and they still don't know. And, I love how they start. At some point in every episode, you get it. Oh, Miles, you're a hero to us. We think of it. And this one with him and, what's his name, Danny?
Gerardo.
Why do I almost call him Gerardo?
I wrote it down. You're 8 Miles. Just like back in 03, you always got our backs. Hey! I'll follow you anywhere. All of us would. I was like, bro.
I said, this is not going to be good. I said, and the thing is, like, Miles has actually had many opportunities now, I think especially now, to tell them, hey, guys, back in, like, I've actually been acting weird because Palmer has been doing weird. I think he could have, there was a way to skate through in this condition now, especially with how steadfast he's been now, because everybody can say, hey, you have backbone again. Your daughter is involved in things, things are here. When they find out, I don't know if they've lynched anybody on Mars, but they are going to send him out into the air.
I mean, it's one of those things. It's like the Margot Sergey thing. It's like, once you're in, it's just impossible to come out and confess and say it. But
there's so much less stakes. Margot was at least dealing with being a traitor. They could kill her. Miles, okay, yeah, some people shun you.
Miles is a traitor.
Yeah, he's a traitor, but like, in a way that nobody in the States is going to arrest him. People in the States have not arrested him. They've
Yeah.
left him alone. The people that he's afraid of is like his family. Like what they're going to think of him, the people around him. And yeah, sure, they might think you're shitty for a bit, but you can prove to them that, guys, it's not really my character. But this, he's gonna have to die. He's just gonna have to die. I think that's what's gonna have to happen. He's gonna have to die.
Yeah. Like earlier, I thought, okay, to happen earlier and maybe they could come back from it. But now, the closer we get to the finale, I'm also like, okay, what happens next? Like what happens next? Nah, so I'm quite intrigued. I'm not intrigued, actually, I'm quite scared for that review. I don't like it.
Same, girl.
I like Miles. I'm Gerardo. Gerardo is too much of a hothead, man. Like,
you know, who was talking and Gerardo said something, they were like, no more killing.
yeah,
no more blood.
that was episode 7. Yeah, when
No more
Dima
blood.
was like, "Please, we can't keep on killing people, man."
Like enough, bro. I can see you're a war animal. I don't know. That's
He
not what we
wanted to
came here for.
take a small team and go fight Palmer's army in like you said, Trump Tower. Like, bro, like, yeah. Enjoying the season? I didn't
Now,
ask you that.
yes, I guess. I feel like now, like literally after I finished the pod for episode 6, I went to go watch episode 7 immediately. And that to me signifies interest. I am interested once again in what is happening. I think that's what I can say. I am interested in what's happening. I think coming from where I am now, like where we were like at the beginning of this season, I feel like I wouldn't say it was a little harsh, but it's just like maybe it's nice to have what you don't expect still turn out good, because I think the worry was like, okay, this is a lot of newness for the show, new ways, and it's maybe not landing. And they said, don't worry, hold, it's gonna land. And I think they have
And we'll
me.
land on Titan.
Yeah, exactly. I think they have me close once again. Now, will I say that the space shit feels like the space shit we used to get? No. Like, yeah, this was cool, but like, I don't know. It's never gonna be a Kelly flying through the air.
Yeah, but then at the same time, okay, Kelly one is interesting, yeah, but like I thought you were gonna go with the Ellen football
I was gonna say
one.
that next. I'm never gonna be Ellie
Because
catching the football.
is that
like,
just more of like that was the first time we were seeing that on TV at least. Like that was the first
that's
time we saw
true.
something like that. So it's just
I
like
want to
the
say
newness.
that was definitely part of it, but I feel like it was also all the stakes that led up to that moment,
Yeah.
right?
And
I
those
feel like
characters and
the
like
characters and everything. I feel like that's just
yeah.
like this season we've just had such a hard time connecting with characters and also feeling the stakes. I feel like now, okay, now that Kelly has abandoned her stupid life for Earth, search for life on the rock, and now we're going to Titan. And hey, something we can hold on to our stakes. The Mazis are fighting for their rights. People are killing each other left and right. Some stakes here, like there are some stakes here again, which has led to us getting some nice space shit in a way which we've never gotten a silent scream. That's a new one.
Have we not?
I don't think so. I've not seen a silence. I'm not that I can remember titularly. Nah. I'm sure people have screamed, but I don't think it was so
like, I know
impactful
what you
that
mean.
they made it like a
Surprised.
thing.
Surprised we haven't.
But I will leave that research for you to do for the next episode. And
I'll leave for the audience to put in the comments.
hey, if anybody knows, let us know. But I'll say, yeah, they have me back once more. I am locked in.
I mean, I know they have me because I didn't care about the Titan mission, but I really, really enjoyed the space shit last week. So
Actually,
yeah.
like why was on my nose? Yes, spaceship. Yes, Kelly.
So yeah, that tells me that they have me, and I have like, I don't know, I'm enjoying the season because like it's one of those things where like we felt, or at least let me speak for myself, I felt my interest grow across the season.
Yeah.
Where like at first I'm a bit worried. I'm like, is this gonna be a season of like a murder mystery all through, and then Ed dies,
and that's another thing. They've given us so much this season, from the
Ed
murder
dies, and everything starts kicking. We're like, okay.
And it's a different approach, but she working.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it. Definitely, like I don't have half as much complaint as I had last season.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm enjoying it for sure. Okay, we'll be back next week. We're probably a returning guest for episode 9, and then hopefully we'll be back for the finale. We should hopefully get the finale screeners. If we don't, then you guys will have the episodes a bit later, but you will definitely have the episodes, the episode on the finale. Next week will be out the same time. Angel, any final thing you want to add?
So sorry to that man, Miles.
I think you're going to say sorry to Ruiz, the one that actually died.
Him to rip, tough. That was a tough one.
It was a tough one. Just don't go around telling people your emotional trauma, because that just means you're going to die.
You're going to die so hard.
Keep that shit locked in.
Like, we didn't need to know that. Now we know, and now you can go.
And now we're sad that you're dead. Peace out. Okay, guys, thank you very much for listening. Join us next week. I'll be joined by Oscar winner, Daniel Collier. Bye, guys.
Bye. Hello, bad boys and bad girls. Welcome back to Popcorn for Dinner. I don't know if you can tell I'm watching a lot of I said what I said.
No free plugs.
Hey.
We don't promote other more successful podcasts here.